Yeah, I was see. I found my mic too.
You what? Your mic?
Although my Blue Yeti mic, but it's not working. So it's all good.
If you wanna, did you already buy the mic? Did you already buy your mic? You straight now?
Nah, I didn't. I found it. I found
okay, okay.
Cause you know I'm moving, so I was like, let me stop. I wanted to stop by Best Buy and get one.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, let me just stop to my storage unit and get it out, and I found it.
Look at you, bro. Look at you.
Yeah, but it's not even working. So, and I don't even want to mess with it, man. You know how that is.
Right, because you do one thing and it's all curtains. It's all curtains.
Yep.
What you do it. It's all damn curtains. All right, hold on. Let me Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Nah, but it's a good thing because I just didn't want this mic to go out, but I noticed that it goes out because I play a lot of Xbox on the PC. So
did you dabble in that new Halo yet? And Jason, this a good one for
sir.
you. Did you dabble? Did any of y'all dabble in that new Halo?
Yes, sir.
I haven't played it yet. I had it downloaded already though. I had a pre-order like months ago, but I haven't played it yet.
What?
Well, shocked. you know they snuck it out and they released the multiplayer for free.
Yeah.
So
whoa. Are y'all saying that multiplayer is free?
Yes, sir.
Multiplayer is free.
So I can literally download Halo right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the campaign. I mean, nobody plays it for the campaign anyway.
Nobody plays for the campaign no more anyway. What?
Look, man, I've already got 2 overkills. You know, it's just something I do.
What?
Now, my transition, because you know I was playing with all the people I played with in MLG. Everybody came back last night. So man, it was a good reunion, man. Like,
oh man, damn.
My boys in Seattle, Chicago. I played with them, and they still play. Actually, they're still PAX West and PAX East champions for Halo 2, Halo 3, and Classic Halo Edition. They're called GOAT.
Wow.
The GOAT. So.
Wow. I'm oh shoot. I don't think my PC gonna be able to handle the multiplayer, but I'll try it out.
No, it will. You can lower the settings down to it will run on anything. When I looked up the stats for it, the minimum it was like a 4-core processor.
Oh, okay.
And 8 gigs.
So let me say this. So you get it from the Microsoft store, right? It's not through Steam. You get it through the Microsoft store, right?
Yeah, you gotta get it through the Microsoft store, man.
Well, that ain't bad because I got the Microsoft crap set up anyway, so that's straight. Okay. You know what? I'm proud of. Wait, is it still 343 Studios? Is it still them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm proud of 343 Studios for making the multiplayer free. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been playing Battlefield 2042 and it's fun, but it is glitchy, boy. It's enough to make you. It's enough to make you. Like today, I raged and stopped. I emptied a whole SMG clip. Only had 2 bullets left. Dude knocked me out with a damn assault rifle. After I started the first shot, like my shots fired first on my end. The bullet registration is bad. It is. Woo. It's fun though. When it works, it's fun. It's fun when it works. I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me. So
hey, listen, I can't. That's usually what happens when all the games come out. You know, first couple months they're fixing all the bugs. That's why they have a lot of beta release. And because you know your boy got a Battlefield montage for that too, so that's my game too now.
Well, 2042.
I don't have a montage for that. How do I get a montage for that?
Okay. I was about to say, wait, hold on, bro. I was like, you been playing it? You haven't even hit your boy up? That's weird.
No, I'm talking about the OG.
I remember the old John. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I'm a sniper king. I'll send y'all the link.
And Jason, when you done, I'm gonna need that Battlefield. I'm gonna need that Halo multiplayer jump because I'm about to download that thing on the PC tonight. I'm about to download that jump tonight. I did not know the multiplayer was free. Oh my god.
I'm gonna play it tonight. Last night, I was doing something, and then by the time I thought about playing it, it was time for me to take it down. So I was like, man, I need a minute. I need a minute with that jump. I can't give it 5 minutes and cut it off.
No.
I got to grind. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it.
You know what I'm looking at right now. You know what I'm looking at right now.
Right.
Halo Infinite. Here it is right here, guys. I got it up on the computer, bro. Get it for free. I'm so excited. I'm about to download
Look,
that.
this is the first time they did something like this, man. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
Hey, so I'm about to set up shop on this shit tonight. Well, this week.
What?
So, because I'm not gonna lie to you, right now, Battlefield 2042 is fun, but Halo is about to be where it's at. I'm kind of psyched. I'm psyched up right now.
Yeah.
But welcome to episode 31 of Blerd Talk, people. We back.
31.
I got my man J-Rock in the house. And as you can see, we got a new, you probably know him from our second channel, Geeks Paradox, my man James Nelson. Nelson, what it do?
What's up?
I'm sorry, I just
Are
realized.
we doing aliases or because I don't want you to put my whole
I just realized what I said after I said that. I was like, James, I'm not gonna say it again. But
I mean, so I go by multiple names. Yeah, Hyven or Goat Monster, or Goat Monster might be too long. Hyven is.
Yeah, we're Goat Monster. We're not go. Or Hyven, I can deal with that. I literally just put your government out there though. I'm sorry, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
So
I just moved, so I don't think they know where I'm at.
Nelson been dying to get on the show, and I invite him as we all do, but now he's finally here. So hopefully this won't be his last time on the show. So that would be great, you know, if it's not his last. Oh, look. Hey, Ming said he coming for you. He in the chat right now. Ming said he coming for you. He recognized you.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, y'all did have a Halo talk last
Ming,
time.
I'm coming for you if you getting that new Halo.
Hold on.
That new Halo.
Oh yeah.
I already took care of me.
Damn!
I already took care of me. Halo, what you mean?
For real?
The thing, he's a really good man. He's a really good Call of Duty player. He got me in Call of Duty, but he doesn't have me in Halo.
Those sound like fighting words to me. Those sound like fighting
I mean, it's
words.
just facts. It's just facts.
I didn't even know the war went down. I would have watched it. I didn't know the war went down.
I remember it going down. I remember it going down. So I wanted to tell y'all, I started off watching a lot of things this past week. Finally. I did not start Teen Titans. Well, Teen Titans. I did not start Titans. I did not start Doom Patrol. Okay. I did finish What If, the whole What If series. Jay, I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing was put together really well. It was put together really well. I truly enjoyed that thing, dude. Like, seriously.
And you took so long to watch it, bro. I forgot the details. I remember like the big like focuses of all the episodes, but I don't have the details anymore. Now I gotta rewatch it to really break it down.
It was so good. Like I
will
couldn't
say
stop
this.
watching.
I do remember for me that the Doctor Strange episode was my favorite episode.
Boy, I almost cried watching. Don't tell nobody, but I almost cried when he kept going back and he tried everything, and man, oh my God! Then the music score came in with the. I was like, oh God! It's like Dr.
For years,
Strange,
but what was the time? The timestamp was only what? It was for a couple days that he was in there.
So
yeah,
right. So and that was the crazy joke because we have all said on the show before that Doctor Strange is powerful. You know, he's a top, contender in being powerful in the MCU. And for him to say, no, I'm going to make this point happen. And even the Sorcerer Supreme was like, you can't. He's like, F you, I'm going to do it. And like, he literally was just like, F you, I'm doing it all. I definitely thought that you are definitely right, though. That was probably the best one. That was the best one. Then the T'Challa becoming Star-Lord, I thought that was good.
I think that was funny, man. That was hilarious.
That was funny. The Captain Carter one was good, but it was good. But I actually going to put the Thor one over that when he supposedly Loki You know, the what if they returned the whole party on that shit was classic.
Yeah.
You know, I think with the universe too, they had a lot more freedom, man. Because you know they gotta stick to a script and what the comics say. This one, man, it was whatever they can think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It was put together so well. The animation was nice. The music, like everything was good about it. In fact, it was sometimes hard for me to tell the voice actors. Like that's how good it was. Like definitely. I think on one of the episodes it was not Chadwick though. Like I think the first one was, but I think he may have passed before the other ones were finished. I don't know, but I could definitely tell it was a slight difference in his voice. But dude, I was really impressed with the what if. Marvel is truly on their way. Like I mean, dude,
What do you mean on their way? They already there,
They already
man.
There. I know you was
They're
gonna
already
say
there.
some shit like that. But I mean, you ain't lying. They are there. They are there. Go ahead, Nelson. Go ahead.
I will say because I will always put DC animation over Marvel, but
Correct.
they getting there with the animation, man. You know, with the Disney Plus and the range that they have with that and the content they're coming out with that, and it's just, man, back to back to back, man.
I agree. I mean, it is. They are literally just balls to the wall, not going down without a fight. And I'm truly with Marvel. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still with you, Nelson. Like, I still like the DC animated stuff, but as far as everything coming together, Marvel is really doing the damn thing. Like, I want to see the Hit Monkey.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna see Hit Monkey. We got Cowboy Bebop coming out this week. The review. I know you. I see your face, Jason. But hold on. The reviews have not been bad. The reviews have not been bad. Now, I'm not saying like they're grade A, like 9, 10s, or 8s, but I have seen a 7 and an 8 up there. I can work with that.
Let there be carnage. You got 7s and 8s too.
Whoa, now, yeah, you're right. And I still ain't watching, but I just know for a fact. I just know. I haven't been watching Supergirl. I haven't started watching any of our WB shows, so I gotta finish Superman and Lois.
Oh, speaking of, we going back to the Speed Force. I think in a couple days, right? It's about to come out the new season.
See, bro, this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
Look, man, you gonna have to get some catch up, man.
Bro, I'm so sick of the Speed. I'm trying to tell you. By the time the Flash movie comes out, anytime they say Speed Force, I'm just gonna toss my drink and my popcorn. Like I've had enough, bro. Oh my God.
We're about to hit it, bro. I think it is at the 19th. I gotta see. I think it's like the 19th, or it's actually, if not this week, next week. Get ready, bro. We're going back to the Speed Force. We got the boots too this time. We got the Flash boots in this season.
Stop it, bro. Y'all are killing me, bro. Y'all goddamn killing me. Y'all with this Speed Force, bro. And it hurts me because I'm like, Nelson, I'm a DC fan and I'm so
man, I'm disappointed too, man. You know what? I was so happy this week.
Man,
I did disappoint me so much too.
I didn't really had enough with the Speed Force. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm really up to here with the Speed Force. Really up to here. And yes, Jason, I know the Speed Force is what gives Barry his powers, the whole shebang. But it's just like it's literally taking the path that Green Arrow did. Every season we were back on the island. Don't know how it happened. Some way we were back on the island. It made it I'm like, come on, guys, get the island out of there. And it's like, oh God.
It flashed back to Island.
Yeah, right, and even when you flash back to Island,
it was like a 5 straight episode. I almost say, was it like the whole season? I think it was like 5.
The whole season was like a flashback.
It was a flashback.
It was like,
he went home and everything, and then went back.
He was home for like a year. He was home for like 2 years. Then they flashed right back to the island. Bruh. And then Deathstroke going back to the island. Deathstroke, what the hell are you going to the island for? I was like, are you serious?
Man, Deathstroke got his hands in everything, man. He the mastermind behind every scene, man.
Bro, literally, Nelson, literally, bro. I did. The reason why I called y'all together though is because I watched Shang-Chi.
Goodness gracious.
And I'm gonna lay some heavy stuff on y'all right now. Okay.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
As everyone knows on this podcast and who know me, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, is the best Marvel movie by far. Hands down. My rating has changed.
I don't know that. I don't know about what your rating changed.
My rating has changed. Shang-Chi is now the best Marvel movie in the MCU.
Jesus, goodness. Oh my gosh.
Shang-Chi is the best movie in the MCU. Then comes then comes Winter Soldier, and then comes Black Panther. So my lineup has changed. Beginning, top three were in order: the Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man. Those were my top three. Now, after watching Shang-Chi, and I called Jason. The funny thing, I text Jason. So Jason kind of knew. Nelson, this is your first time hearing it. But I'm convinced. And Jason, I even did you one better. Today, I actually went back and watched The Winter Soldier. I watched The Winter Soldier because I was like, that's a bold statement for me to make. That's a bold statement because you know how much I love The Winter Soldier. I said,
very bold, Cotton. Very bold.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and even watch The Winter Soldier again just so I can tag him up. After watching The Winter Soldier again, now, I'm not saying it's close off, but Shang-Chi just give me a little bit more. It just gives me a little bit more.
All right, so the question that I have, right, because I've been hearing that a lot. Like, oh, Shang-Chi is the best and it's getting highly rated, which it is a good movie. I just don't think it's the best yet. But what makes you say that?
Okay. One, the action scenes. Okay. Now, with that being said, the visual effects could have been a tad bit better because I do understand they may have been home or doing some stuff from COVID. The storyline. Okay. And the fact that they chose Shang-Chi because, see, most people don't know. I'm about to give y'all a little history lesson. In the comic book, Shang-Chi's father is not the Mandarin. Not at all, okay? His father is a leader of an organization, though, and he literally trains Shang-Chi from birth to be a fighter. And no ifs, ands, or buts, Shang-Chi has the best hands in the MCU, in the whole Marvel universe, okay? Like, he has hands. Okay. I was a little thrown off with the rings because, as we all know, us three and a few others, the rings were actually rings that went on your finger, and each of them had a different power. Okay.
Yeah.
So I understand they had to switch it up a little bit. In fact, it kind of throws the story off with the Mandarin because the Mandarin actually found the rings in an alien spaceship. Okay. So you kind of throw off the story, but I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna rock with it because Jason, me and you have talked about, you know, this not for us, okay? So, action, story, okay. Even though the story's a little bit woozy, okay. I liked the characters, the character development. I mean, I had a background for Shang-Chi, because I really thought. They really had me going because I'm like, well, how they gonna show Shang-Chi being with his hands? Like, how they gonna do this? Okay, but I like how the girl didn't know, Awkwafina didn't know. And she's like, what the hell is this? I like the comedy in it. It was great that, we could go to work. Or we could, when they hit that joke, that was good.
Yeah, especially I like the comedy with the Mandarin too in jail, That was pretty funny.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, even my man Ben Kingsley came back, and Morris, you're not fake. They can see you. Hey, son, come on, bro. The part with them getting to Talo was kind of flimsy. I'm like, okay, I thought it could have been a lot more little obstacles, but. I'm glad how they did that. I'm glad how they actually somewhat sticking to the comic book because Shang-Chi actually does become an Avenger. Okay, so we do know that. And you know what's funny? I went back and watched All Hail the King and the 10 ring symbol. When the guy at the end, I'm like, oh shit, that's the tattoo from the 10 rings. So I like how everything is connected. The Great Protector, in fact, he's in He's right back there. I have a Funko with the Great Protector back there. I don't know if you can see it. It's behind Ahsoka and the Joker. But I really liked it. The storyline, the comedy, the music, the fight scenes, the character development. I like how Michelle Yeoh came in there with the "I'm your auntie," because I really thought they was going to try to bring back her mother, their mother. I was kind of like, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they did, because I thought we was going to hit something with the time realm again. You know how time works. I was like, here we go, but they didn't do that. I thought the cast was perfect. Everybody was where they needed to be. Like, I loved it. Now, one of my biggest things why Winter Soldier was so good was, we all know that scene when Hydra has literally been they've been literally infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. for a long time. And you get that one scene where everybody's got their gun pointed at it because Captain America's on the line like, hey, S.H.I.E.L.D. has infiltrated, Hydra has infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. and the person next to you may not be who they say they are. And the build up to that was great. But I loved the build up to this. Like, it was great to see, the whole 10 Rings and how he wasn't, and I liked how they actually stuck with the comic book too, with the 10 Rings, because with the Mandarin with his 10 Rings, he kind of shares like a link with them. So he can't literally he could call them whenever he needs them. And you see how his dad actually had to give him the rings for him to have the rings. So I thought that was cool. So
I wonder.
Go ahead, Nelson.
I wonder how they're going to make the transition, because each ring had a special power.
Exactly.
But then, to me, it's just like kind of the way the 10 rings were used were different.
So I thought about that. Because I was kind of like you. We all know each of the ring has a different power. So why did Marvel do it with the 10 rings like that? So I'm pretty sure in phase 4, there's going to be something at the end of that. Why the rings are that way. I'm figuring they're going to explain that.
Well, at the, spoiler alert, at the end, it's a beacon for something. So it's calling out to something.
Right. It's calling out to something. Exactly.
Something new.
I like my man Wong was back in it, getting bodied by Abomination. So I thought, and did y'all see that the Easter eggs that were in it? Okay, so one of the ones I spotted, if you notice, when they go to the underground fight scene with his sister, in one of the cages, well, not the cage, but in one of the glasses, it's an actual one of the females from the Black Widow assassination, the training camp where they were. And she's actually fighting one of the goons from Iron Man 3. Remember how Guy Pearce had like the fire thing within him? She was actually fighting one of those guys. I know we don't like to bring up Iron Man 3 because it was so shitty, but yeah, I liked it. I like the whole thing, dude. Like, I'm really hooked that Jay, I even did you a solid because I know you was going to do. You told me to do the same thing with Man of Steel, so I went back and watched Winter Soldier, and I still feel like Shang-Chi is still right now the best movie in the MCU. That's my case. I'll let you take care of the rest.
Well, I will say one thing before you start is it's good to see that you have so much of a library to pick from, man. That's
Facts.
I'm really appreciative of entertainment value that Marvel is really giving us, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what? And we had said on the show a while back, yes, Marvel does have some bad movies, but I can at least say that none of them are not, like, you can watch them. Even if they suck, you can still watch them. They're not unwatchable. None of them are. I don't like your face. But I don't like your face, Jackson. I don't like your face. I don't like your face. I do not like your face.
I knew this was coming, not your critique, but the show and basing it around Shang-Chi. I knew this was coming, and I was prepared to. I'm still gonna give it some slack, but you're making me not want to give it slack. But I'm gonna give it some slack, and here I'm gonna give it some slack. You're right about everything you said. The character development, the action, the comedy. thought it was less good as you're making it out to be for me. I thought it was cool. Everything was predictable to me, like the whole character, everything. It was, yes, bro. You really thought his mom was? I knew. Come on, bro.
No.
I
really
What? He thought the mom was coming back?
No.
Bro, from the jump, they said the joint was calling him from afar.
But see, I thought it was going to blow me because I thought they were going to bring her back. That's what.
Like in general.
Right. I thought they was going to bring her back. I'm like, oh my God, please don't do that.
But one thing I didn't like about it is they made her seem like she was the best out of the village when she was just on guard duty, yo. Like, she was just on guard duty.
Yeah.
Like, she obviously not that person, but you know, hey, it is what it is. And it made it seem like the village was just so weak and they needed a savior. Like, you the gatekeeper of one of the most powerful, you know, demons out there.
And then had the weapons to stop him, though. Like, straight disintegrated him. But the Mandarin, Jesus.
Now, I before you talk, I will say this. The first thing, pause, no homo, but the first thing I thought about when he said, I've been called many things and I've been called the Mandarin, the first thing I was like, damn, Jason about to have a fit right now. Like, he about to have a heart attack. Oh, but go ahead.
So with the Mandarin, right? This is why I'm gonna give it some slack.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I give Shang-Chi some slack. Shang-Chi doesn't have his lore is not as heavy as the other guys.
Really
and when I mean by the other guys, I don't mean the main guys. I mean even down to the damn Fantastic Four and even Daredevil. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So at first I was like, the Mandarin, but then I said, you know what? He needs it. And that's why I think they inserted the Mandarin as his father. I think he needed that boost. That got the comic book people back, like, oh, the Mandarin? And then they went and screwed the pooch. Again, they have a villain problem, as usual, man. Stop killing everybody, man.
But I got a question for you. He never said that he was the Mandarin. He said people have called him many names, and one of them was the Mandarin. So let me ask you this. Do you think
are we going to do this again? We're going to do this again?
Now, do you? I'm pretty sure we're going to do this again. Because I definitely feel like the Mandarin is too big of a villain for them to skate over like that.
I think he's not. I don't think they look at him that way.
He's like one of Iron Man's biggest villains. In fact, he is literally Batman's Joker. He's the Joker to, you know what I'm trying to say. He is literally Iron Man's foe.
But what you say earlier, it's not for us. It's not for us.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's not for us. It's not for us. And even if you want to take it by villain level, compared to a Thanos, and they screwed Ultron, but they're bigger villains. Even Kang, he's anyway. He's a bad guy, but sorta. It's weird. Kang is Kang, but Mandarin is not as big as them, even though he is Iron Man's Joker. He's not as big.
Do you honestly think that? I definitely feel
I know what it is.
Right.
But
I feel like the Mandarin is and that's why when they said that, when everybody kept on saying this was our first view with the Mandarin, I kept on saying, no. This is the playthrough, because he said, I've been called many things. And
here's a question I would like to ask. I want to know how casual fans, not people like us, but how casual fans seeing how Thanos was portrayed. Even though we know about Thanos, I wonder how they feel about Thanos. And definitely in comparison to a Mandarin. I wonder how they feel about Thanos now.
Well, I can tell you right now, how they did it. If I didn't read any comic books, I can tell you, and I just watched the Marvel movies, I can tell you that the Mandarin's more like a joke before he is like.
I bet before all of this, if you ask a casual fan who's the most hated villain, they'd probably say Magneto.
In the MCU?
Oh,
well, know what? You may be right. You may be
casual.
They turned Magneto into a hero.
But see,
you know what I'm saying? Yes. They did. He joins the X. Well, comic book or he joined.
Well, even in the movie, when the new class came out,
right.
A lot of people are up and down on who they want to go with because they can pick either side. They kind of played it that way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they want to leave the characters. I think what they're starting to do because they want to continue the story, so they're going to keep the villains open. And they I think it's going to be another Mandarin that comes out that takes the mantle of the name.
I agree.
Just like you hear all the buzzes about who's gonna be the next Black Panther. Who knows what they're gonna do with the story with that, because I think they're starting to realize they have to keep it open to keep it going.
Yeah,
agree. Yeah, that makes sense.
Agree. It's the same reason why we can't let Luke Skywalker die because then.
Oh man,
it's the same reason we can't let Luke die.
I ain't talking about slur.
But I'm definitely with you. I'm with you, Nelson. I don't think this is going to be our last run with the Mandarin. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen.
I think y'all giving them too much credit.
You bring up a good point, though. You bring up a good point because I definitely feel like Shang-Chi is not a lot of people. He's not what a lot of people know in the MCU. Like literally, he's really, and I say this, like he's on the bottom end of the Avengers, not in skill, but of people knowing who he is. Like I said before, he has the best hands in the whole Marvel universe. Like when his comic book first came out, it was called like Master Shang-Chi because he was so nice in Kung Fu. Like he is nice.
Yeah, I mean the way he was taught. I mean that was in the comics too. Exactly. How he was raised.
How his father trained him and everything. And he's even trained. He trained one of the Avengers. I can't remember who it is now. He trains one of them. Oh, he trained Spider-Man in hand-to-hand combat to like show him how to move and everything with his spider moves. Spider moves. That's funny. I just said spider move.
Spider moves.
But he's literally nice with it. Like he's as far as throwing hands, nice. So it's good that he's part of the Avengers thing. But this is the same thing I was used to say about the DC universe. They did good choosing Shang-Chi. They really did, because I got sick, just like I said like in past episodes. I don't want to see another DC movie with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. I don't want to see it. Because the DC universe has so many other people that they can choose from.
They do. They
don't do it.
Now, but also too, it's some type of strategic, because the audience of China the population is so much bigger. Of course, the popularity and the sales are going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's going to be number one. You know what I mean? It's not like. Like that's why it's number one. I don't think it's the best movie.
What?
But the numbers are going to say it's the best movie because of the population and the culture, right? Yo, what happened when Black Panther came out, right? Number one, because Black people just supported it, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a good movie. And Shang-Chi is a good movie too. But to say it's number one is like,
Yo, I
is what it is,
I mean, I know some people are going to the movie theaters. I'm still not. But I can tell you, if this was like, isn't that crazy now because of COVID? We got to be like, yeah, remember the good times? When we were going to the movies, I can definitely tell you that thing probably would have aced the box office. Like, I mean, and I know it's making numbers now, but I'm just trying to tell you, man, there was not 1 second watching this movie I was not entertained. I really was. I was
Storyline wise, I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't need to pay attention because it was.
Yeah, you can tell what was going to happen. Man. Like the Mandarin had to break down the wall. I mean, but that's just movie making. But the more and more you do something and you make a movie, the better and better it's going to get. So they got it down to science.
Iron Man. Instead of your
Good foundation. I'll say that. Good foundation for a sequel. That's one of them movies. Like I speak about Underworld when I was like the first one was but the second one made the first one so much more better.
Yeah.
I'll say that much about Shang-Chi. Maybe the second one will bolster how great the first one was, but it's a good foundation though. I like it as a first origin movie. Okay, cool. Setting the stage for Shang-Chi. I'm not hurting. It's cool.
I want to know how they're going to tie. I want to know how they're going to tie it into it also, because the Doctor Strange world is tying in through there, and I wonder where it's going to end up at.
That's about to that whole, and I'm kind of mad that kind of got out. That I mean, I knew Toby was going to be in it, but like, I was like, fuck.
I can't believe, bro, they leaked that Jones so long ago, man.
Bro, I was like, bro.
Look, they don't leak anything. The trailers have everything to the movie. You already know what's going to happen because of the trailer. They need to start making these trailers more secretive, man.
No, we not. So did you see some dude named John leak the image from the set? With basically it was Toby, Andrew, and Tom Holland standing together in their Spider-Man outfits. But then he also leaked. What was the other picture, Jay?
I don't know, because I've been new about all this like 6 months ago.
Well, you know the new Spider-Man can't keep it secret to save his life, man.
Yeah, Tom, Tom Holland, remember, because that's why Benedict Cumberbatch was going on interviews with him, because he would just keep talking, and Benedict was like, "Hey, bro, cut it out, bro. You talking too much. You talking too much."
To be fair, I don't know how the news like leaked. It's just I would get on social media or whatever, and there it is, like rumored leak. And at first it's like grain of salt. It was a grain of salt for me for like a while. I was like, man, whatever. And then when there's smoke, more smoke.
Yep.
And what really made it true was when I heard something about it, and then it actually happened with Jamie Foxx and William Dafoe coming back, and Doc Ock coming back. I was like, okay, yeah, this is like
they gotta bring the super
fight. I was like, this is legit.
And the good thing about it too, they gotta live up to the Miles Morales hype, because that was a great movie.
And Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
I am banking that he's as much as you speak about Shang-Chi, see how highly you speak about Shang-Chi, like it's number one. This Spider-Man movie, this is what I'm putting my chips on.
For real?
I'm going with it. I'm that hyped.
You gonna put the chips in?
I'm putting the chips in. This one. I'm going with this one. I am going with. And you know how I felt about the first Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, Then the second one with Mysterio, I said, that shit.
The second
classic.
One was good.
Damn,
the second one was good.
I can't call it a classic yet. I need to go like 4 more years, and then we'll go from there. So I'm ready to call it a classic.
That was
so
good,
this
though.
one, I think this is. I'm going home run.
So you saying? So in your opinion, you're saying No Way Home is going to be the one movie that takes out the Winter Soldier for you?
I'm going for it. I am putting my chips in.
Okay.
Let's go, Spider-Man. I think they the build-up is perfect. The build-up is perfect. It went from good, great, and then it's the knockout punch. And I think this one, I'm putting my chips in. There it is.
It's so funny to hear your guys' opinion, because like my favorite Marvel movie was Thor Ragnarok. So like,
oh my goodness,
I was just very entertained by it. It was just funny. Like it's funny to me.
Now, Nelson, I will give you that Thor Ragnarok was good. Jason, on the other hand, Jason was like, you did not like it, right?
Best of the three.
It's definitely the best of the three. It's definitely the best of the three.
Hey, that was because the other Thor movies was rough.
I mean, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The first one was really bad for me. I was like, oh, this is.
You really hated? Did you really hate the first one? I didn't hate the first one.
I thought the second one. I thought Dark World was better than the first one.
No, I ain't think that.
I didn't like the first one at all.
Yeah, the first one was. I mean,
but everybody got to start somewhere, man. Just like Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So how for the next, because they're gonna come out with another one.
Yeah. And I'm definitely with you. In fact, I would even say. I would definitely say that maybe Thor Ragnarok is in, because we're way past 10 movies for it. Yeah, I would say that Thor Ragnarok is in top 10.
Of course.
I would definitely. How many movies are there altogether? What is it, like 15?
Man,
it's like 15.
I had to put it in top 10 by default.
I mean, it was pretty damn. Okay, would you put it in top I know it's not gonna be in your top 5. Well, how about top 8?
Probably.
Okay, yeah, I can put it in top 8.
That might be a whole nother episode. We might have to just debate and have a whole category.
Definitely do that. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was really impressed with Black Widow. I was like, damn, this is good. This was good. This was good.
Oh man, the Black Widow didn't get as much respect as it did, but
I agree. Hey, son, Marvel,
and then the drama after it. I feel so bad for Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
well, I mean, she came to a settlement, but
I definitely this was Marvel's fault, because if they had this was Disney's fault, bro. All right, let me say this:
Shang-Chi was better than Widow.
Yeah, Shang-Chi is definitely better than Widow. Yeah. Wait. Are you trying to say? Okay. Are you saying that you think Black Widow is better than the first 2 Thors?
I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes.
Okay. All right. You almost had me a little bit nervous there, Jay. I was like, whoa.
Nah, Thor 1, Thor 2. That's bottom tier, man. That's
okay. So therefore, we're also putting Iron Man 3 in low tier, right?
I would say
Iron Man 3 would be in that would be bottom tier. That would be bottom.
I mean, I don't even think. I think we just need this trash can, lower tier, mid tier. We need to throw some of the trash, man, because some of them were just like some filler stuff that they just, they had
Venom in that category. Is Venom going into the MCU? Because technically, it's not MCU, right?
Both of them are bottom tier. Trash here, actually.
I can tell you the first Venom. I didn't even see the second one. The first one, I was like, "What?"
Did you see Let There Be Carnage?
Nope, I still haven't seen. I'm not seeing that too. It's free.
I haven't seen it yet. I
can't pay no money for that.
See it.
I can't pay no money for that.
Entertainment. It's like. Well, see. I was about to say something sort of disrespectful, but I'm gonna take it back. But it's something so bad you got to see it. That's why I want y'all to see it, because it's so bad.
Oh man,
it's so bad.
I can definitely see, man. I just knew after I watched the first one, it was completely a no-go for Venom for me. I was like, this is terrible.
I was about to say it's like watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but I actually like Annihilation more than Let There Be Carnage.
Wow. Wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Annihilation is better than Let There Be Carnage.
Wow.
It is. I want y'all to see it.
I don't even want to talk about Mortal Kombat, though. I don't even want to talk about Mortal
Hold on, Nelson. Now, you're not going to disrespect Mortal Kombat. Hold on.
What? That joint was, oh my, come on, man.
No, you said Mortal
serious,
Kombat.
Bro.
Like, we're talking about.
No. I'm talking about the movie.
Second one. Right. You're talking about the second one, though, not the first one. The first one was good.
Yeah, I mean the first one was okay.
Okay.
I feel like Mortal Kombat is in the same realm as Street Fighter, and they're really trying to make a movie out of it. They're really trying to make a movie.
Don't disrespect Mortal Kombat. Put it in the same category as Street Fighter. That movie was terrible. Street Fighter was terrible. Yeah. Street Fighter was bad.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was bad.
Whoa! Are you trying to tell me the first Mortal Kombat was just
no?
As bad
I think you're talking about
I'm talking about the second one.
Right. Okay. Wait.
Annihilation.
Right. He's talking about Annihilation, but he keeps saying Mortal Kombat. That's what was throwing me off, because, like, the second one was called Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's why it was throwing me off. That's why I was like,
Annihilation.
Oh, wow. Hold on, chat. Hold on, y'all. Ming has said something that I was not even expecting. Ming has said, I'm usually up for anything, but even I have to admit, Let There Be Carnage was bad.
Oh, wow. Man.
It must be really bad if Ming said it must be really bad if
I'm telling you, I have PTSD. Really, yo, it is. It's terrible. With the U, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Hot garbage.
It's terrible.
Man, I'm just so psyched that I finally got a movie to knock off my top Winter Soldier movie. No, not Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I gotta watch this Carnage now. I'm curious now.
Man, Ming said he was excited for the movie. He said his expectations way too high.
You did?
He said he was excited for it.
What?
Oh my God!
I just knew after the first one. Literally, 20 minutes into the first one, I was like, I don't like this. And I was going to give it some more time. And then I was like, yep, it just went downhill. It completely went downhill for me.
Well, I think they might fix it once he gets into the spider, once.
But is the damage already done? Is the damage already done? Because at this point, you're going to see the only next way you see a Venom movie is if Spider-Man's in it.
But I mean, too, they kind of messed up the storyline because they were in high school together. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The timeline is definitely jacked. But see, that's why.
Want me to spoil it?
They're gonna do the Doctor Strange joint, and Doctor Strange gonna reverse it, right?
Maybe not. I mean,
nah, that's what I think is gonna happen.
I'll be quiet. Y'all just watch it.
Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, see, what I think is gonna happen. Doctor Strange gonna do something. He can't convert back. So Venom is going to actually he's going to change or swap universes or something like that.
Bingo! Congratulations.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay,
that's the post credit of Let There Be Carnage. There you go.
Oh man.
He's in a room and on vacation, and then the whole everything outside just does this weird changing thing from the Doctor Strange like warping the universe thing. And when he looks on the camera, he sees Tom Holland when Mysterio exposed him. And Venom's looking at the TV screen like, okay. And what I'm assuming is because of what Mysterio did, Venom thinks Spider-Man is a villain. Because you remember he exposed him for murdering Cuz. Right. So Venom's looking at the TV screen like, well, looks like we're about to go be a hero when he sees Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Should have just slapped them together in the first place.
Okay.
Well.
Just slapped them together in the first place. I agree with Nelson though. He's probably gonna be better with Spider-Man in it.
Oh, for sure.
The action scenes between the two, the action scenes between the two, it's gonna be kind of.
But you know, Venom, the symbiote, always is trying to go back to Spider-Man.
Right.
That's why he hasn't fully merged with
Eddie Brock.
Eddie with Eddie. You know, so.
They just took
the story has already told. The story is already going to tell. We kind of already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just gotta go back in the comics, man. You gotta just go back. That's it.
Damn.
They'll tell you everything you want to know. You gotta go to the books.
Let There Be Carnage. Oh, everybody! Whoa, Venom to me is completely unwatchable. It's unwatchable. It is literally unwatchable.
I might watch if I'm going to sleep or something,
Damn,
that's a good. Hey, that's the best way. I literally, when I was watching it on my phone, I literally was like just staring at the screen. I didn't say nothing. I didn't react. I didn't laugh. You know how you go through a movie and you don't even scream out. It just sucks. You just stare at it like. For real, bro.
The same way I stared at Green Lantern when I wasted my money in the movie theater to go see that shit. I was just like, I can't believe this shit.
Hey,
Green Lantern was, oh my God. It was so bad.
And they said his suit was digital. I knew it was around.
Do you remember that conversation too, Jason? It was
on the magazine.
It was me and you, and we was like, why is his costume digital? Like, why does it look CG? I was like, oh my God. They didn't even get a real costume for it? What?
Don't worry, I said
it's green.
Mink said Venom was terrible, but it's still not as worse than the last Fantastic Four. I didn't see the last Fantastic Four movie.
I didn't see the last Fantastic Four,
Don't see the last Fantastic Four movie.
Is it worse than Venom?
Don't even waste your. It's a tie, damn near.
Oh my God.
But you can see the camera cuts, like literal different edits of like. I'm trying to remember. I only seen it once, and that's all I remember. But when I say literal camera cuts, I forgot what scene it was, but it's a scene where it's one of them things where in one scene the actor's hair is down, and then it'll do like a quick camera cut, and then all of a sudden it's in the ponytail. It's something like, it wasn't that exactly, but it was one of those type of camera cuts where the one person looked one way, then after a little camera cut, it was like a completely looked completely different. It was completely different. It was terrible.
You know what? I'm still going to give Fantastic for the benefit of the doubt, because I literally went to go see the Justice League and Superman's face was completely screwed the fuck up, man. And that was bad. That was bad. I don't even know how that made it out the edit room, because if you would have showed that to me, I would have. If I was the head of the WB and you showed that to me, I'd be like, I know you're joking with me, right? I know you're joking with me.
We don't have time for all them edits, man. That's $100 million made movie already, just off the name. Just off the title alone.
I remember,
not edit nothing.
Jay,
that's why they have to be responsible with these characters.
See?
Dude, gotta be responsible.
I completely lost it. I remember watching that thing like, I don't believe that made it out of the cut. I honestly don't believe it.
It was in the theater. We bust out laughing.
I was in
tears.
Man, it was bad.
The mustache was just.
I mean, his whole bottom jaw looked like it was dislocated, and he was trying to talk. It looked bad. It looked bad.
It looked like you know how when they censor people's mouths on TV,
exactly.
It looked like it was trying to keep up. It was trying to keep up, keeping the mustache off.
Now I will tell you, there were some parts in Shang-Chi when I definitely feel like the visual effects could have been a lot better. So
running on the dragon.
Not even the dragon. I would say the dragon was
running on the dragon, not the dragon itself.
That was kind of I could deal with that, with them running on the dragon. I could deal with that. I could not deal when his father, when he first goes to Talo, and he punches the door off before it falls off the cliff. He stands up, and the palm trees are behind him, and it looks so bad. I was like, ugh. But it's really noticeable. It's really, really noticeable. You're like, oh man, you could definitely tell he's standing behind like a green screen. Now, I do know now most of the movies are shot behind green screens and things like that. I get it.
Like a whole damn movie.
I mean, it's so much action going on in the scene, so much movement. Man, you have to. There's no way around it.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, you know, it's funny because I was watching like the making of like Jackie Chan's like in his stunt team. Every now and then I watch it on YouTube, and I just think about how they actually went to their destinations, and when they couldn't do it, they made the whole set. And now, like you were saying, Nelson, I mean, and I think because of time and money, we don't have time to build sets. You know, throw up a sheet, make it green, throw some trees up, done deal. Slap, we good to go.
Hook them up to the wire harness and play them like a puppet. You know what I mean?
So that was one time, and I can honestly say, in the Winter Soldier, it's probably, I would really have to look to go like that looked bad. I can honestly say, I don't think there was one scene when I was like, oh man, that really looks like it's CGI. Like, I was kind of like, ugh, like that one scene kind of, see, that's the same thing I said, Ming. I said, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because of that, because I figured it was COVID and they had to work from home and somebody had to do that. And I'm 99% sure they wasn't like on the set when they had to do that. But that part really kind of got to me because I'm like, they could have tightened it up a little bit more. They really could.
The best scene in Shang-Chi wasn't no CGI when he was on the bus.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man.
That was that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That was a hard body scene.
Yep.
I definitely knew when his sister started kicking his ass. I was like, this is set up. When his sister started whooping his ass, I was like, this is set up. Because, but I liked how they did that too. Like, your man just up and left. Your man was just like gone, didn't come home. I'm out, you know? And I finally, because
he left his sister there because he wasn't covering for it no more. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't protect her at all, so he just left her.
Makes it straight out of Rumble in the Bronx. Facts. I'm gonna tell you what it too was crazy too. Like and I'm glad his father actually tagged on it because he watched his mom die. Like, and his father was like, you did. Man. His father was like, you did nothing. And I get it. He was not in his training stages then, but I don't know if it was my mom against some goons. Even though if I know I couldn't beat him, I would just have to go out there and take an L for the team. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but he'll be dead too. You know, I mean, the father wasn't there. The father was just mourning.
Yeah.
He was in a state of mourn. You know what I mean?
Was.
You're not controlling what you're saying, and that's what happens when you have so much power and you always get your way.
Mm-hmm.
And something gets snatched from you, man.
But you know what? I couldn't believe that he was a crime lord like that and just thought he was going to walk away and like nobody was going to come find him. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, come on, you're a damn kingpin out here. Ming
when you have that much power, you think you're invincible, man. You know what I mean?
I just like, Ming is absolutely right. Ming said the dude on the bus taking the photo, he is the same dude from Spider-Man. He was like, do a backflip. Okay, Mr. Spider-Man, do a backflip. He's like, the Spider-Man does the backflip. He's like, yeah. Okay, Mr. Spider-Man, do a backflip. But I definitely, and dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all know Awkwafina used to be she used to be a rapper. You know, she had that song called My Badge. So, you know, she used to be a rapper. But she has come a long way too. Like I watched this movie where what's it called? I forget the name of the movie, but her grandmother is dying, but they don't want to tell her. That movie was good. She was good, and a lot of them. Nora from Queens is a comedy series she got, hilarious. Like,
you talking about her in general? I thought you were talking about Shang-Chi still.
Well, that's what I'm getting. Like, I'm glad they cast her in there.
Pointless.
What?
I think she's gonna get cast in every Asian movie. What do you mean? Like, she's gonna.
I mean, but she's a good actress, though. She's a good actress.
Pointless.
You know what I'm saying? She was even in. She was really good. They needed her as comic relief,
Jason. That's why she got cast in. Whatchamacallit. But
you get him a best friend.
But right. But she served a good purpose though, because
she's in a lot
of. She's in a lot of animations too.
Right. So
she was just in what, Raya, the Disney.
That's right, the Last Dragon joke. That's right. She was in there. That was pretty good too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
So if they setting Shang-Chi up to be an Avenger and all that, what's she gonna do against Kang?
Man, look, they had to give her something, you know. They had to throw her a bone. Hey, look, she an Avenger now too, so I don't know how.
She gonna be the chick from she gonna have the same purpose as Natalie Portman's sister from Thor. She just gonna be like the.
Go ahead.
Now, even though she does have some skill with the computers, I figure she gonna do something like that.
If she can make it. We all can be Avengers, though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Make it, we all can make it, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. She took that glass to the head like a champ, though. I'm like, damn. She took that shit like a champ, though. She took it like a champ. I'm like, dang. So
Shang-Chi, man. The second movie, it just better be Fing Fang Foom, and then I'm good on Shang-Chi. Just bring Fing Fang Foom, and then we can go.
All I'm gonna tell y'all is that, I mean, like I said, the way they dress the Mandarin, because for those of you who don't know, if you were here earlier, the Mandarin is a very serious character in the in the Marvel universe. I mean, I'm saying the MCU, but in the Marvel, he's like Iron Man's biggest villain, and he's not to be screwed with. They kind of jazzed it up for the movie. The Mandarin and Shang-Chi are not related. In the comic book, Shang-Chi's father is the head of like a terrorist organization. He's very powerful. And when I say powerful, I'm talking about like in being a black market or being the head of a, organization. Shang-Chi does not have any powers. He's a regular old dude, you know what I'm saying? So he could get shot and all that, But as far as his abilities go, he's been trained to be an assassin from birth. You know what I'm saying? So he shares that like with Damian Wayne, from the DC universe. Like he's just been staged from birth to be an assassin. And the Mandarin, the 10 rings are not actual rings. They're rings that go on your finger, and each of them have a different power. So it's kind of, I know why they did it. It's going to be somewhere along the road why they made the rings that way, because you said a good point too. We don't see that the rings all have different powers. We just see that they, you can move them around and all that. And, they change color because apparently when they're on somebody good, they go orange. And when they want somebody bad, they go like a bluish purple. So we don't know if the rings all have separate powers yet. We don't know that yet. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll get more detail about it.
Maybe Shang-Chi will unlock that and we'll see the rings have different powers, maybe, because in the comic book, originally, the Mandarin found the rings on an alien spaceship. So you don't know. Now, I don't know how that's going to lead into Phase 4 or what they're doing, but I kind of got a gist of it that Doctor Strange is going to do something that alters the timeline, or even if we even go back to Loki with Kang the Conqueror, you know, something's going to happen in the timeline. And
you know what?
What you might call it?
You know, and I feel like they're still leaving it so open-ended because it was so many Kanes.
That's
that
true.
You don't know which one's going to show up.
That's true. There was,
you know,
there was
so
an infinite number of Kanes.
As soon as
you
kill one, another one might show up in the timeline. Like, what's
That's
up?
True. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. So,
I think he's rumored to be an Ant-Man.
That's the rumor that he's going to be in Ant-Man. That is the rumor. That is the rumor. I am excited to see Far From Home though. Like, I'm blown that I own social media that they spoil. I just miss the days when we just could just go to the movie and not had to spoil it from social media. I just miss those days.
Man, them days is
over. Those days are all gone. Like the minute.
Stop it.
But no, bro. Do you know how mad I was to like log in my phone and then I see the picture of them three, Andrew, Toby, and damn Tom, and I'm like, man, what the man? I was blown. I'm
Look,
like, shit.
I mean, you know, the trailers ruin it for me. It's not so much as social media; it's the trailers,
and they give away
too much.
They do
in the trailers.
Yep,
they give away too much in the trailers, man.
They do. So now I only watch one trailer, and I normally watch the first one, and I don't watch any other trailers other than that because you are.
They got to keep
right.
it mysterious.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Keep it mysterious. Keep it Mysterio. I see what you did.
Did you guys hear about the Skittles commercial that they only showed it to one person in the Super Bowl? They need to do some advertisement like that.
I agree because I really don't feel like they need trailers. Like Marvel can literally say something comes out and don't put a trailer out and people will still see it. So I definitely feel like trailers aren't needed.
And what's beautiful about Far From Home, they never showed Mysterio in the trailers at all,
exactly.
ever. And the rumor was that water monster, they did not.
That's right, they showed the water monster. You're right.
The water monster, and they was like, oh, that's a blah, blah, blah.
Element monster, because it was
Yeah, you're right. Because I was like, oh, he's fighting Hydra. I was like, oh, that's a trashy villain. But then you're right. That
scene when he handed it over to Mysterio and Spider-Man walked out the bar and something just said, and see, hey, let's go, everybody. I was like,
bro, even
10,
his,
I was like 10.
Yeah, that was even his fight scene though when he was fighting, but like Spider-Man couldn't focus, so he was like he felt like he was falling, but like he ran into a wall like that. That was dope. And for somebody like Mysterio to not have, like, of course he had powers from the stuff that was making the hologram, but that was dope. You are absolutely right.
Creative.
It was creative.
They created the whole illusions exactly how it is, son. This man saying all types of crazy shit, and the whole time he was just out in the back chilling.
That was dope. That was dope. You're absolutely right. You dope.
Spot on.
It was dope.
Spot on. That was beautiful, man.
It was dope. I agree with you. You like goddamn Spider-Man. You did.
After coming off Ben Kingsley, I needed that.
Yeah,
man,
that Ben King. So now, hi, Ben. Me and Jason were pretty disappointed because we went to the movies to go see Iron Man 3, and when they said Ben Kingsley was playing the Mandarin, we was like, hell yeah, this young gonna be fire. It's gonna be
the trailer was working because he was doing the whole the buildings will burn and
he had the rings on his finger. I was like, oh, this is it. This is the real Mandarin. This is it. And then they hit us with that bullshit. And I remember I looked at you, Jason, because we was in the top row. I looked at you and I was like, man, I'm about to go get some popcorn, bro. I was so pissed, bro. I said, are you serious? Are you serious?
Hold on. Are we still having an argument about this where to sit in the movie theater too?
We all know top row. What do you mean? Top row.
Director seat. Not top row.
Front.
Nah, bro.
Director's not up front. They're in the center.
No. Nobody's sitting in the center. No. I don't. As long as I've been on God's green earth, I've sat in the center on the top row. Not. I don't think I only sat in like the first 5 rows of the back. Maybe that one time with you, Jason, when we got there late and we all sat in the Jarrell put the seats in the front, and maybe that's the one time I went in the front.
Yeah.
I think everybody has went to a movie that they regretted, you know. And it's y'all movie, you know.
Green Lantern was my regret. No, well,
X-Men Origins.
Go see that too.
Whoa! Man. That was bad too.
X-Men Origins.
That's the Wolverine one with Gambit, right?
Right. The Blob.
X-Men. You know what? You gotta appreciate things
so
too, because not Iron Man opened up the universe, but X-Men started it. Okay.
That's true.
Yep.
Started the conversation that these movies could make it.
X-Men 1 and 2 were, I'm not saying they were best, but they were good. They were good.
Classics, man. They were good. I got them classics. Yes. I give them classic too.
Origins was so bad.
It's the difference between classic and good, though, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I gotta be real.
I'm giving it class. I'm giving not so much maybe X-Men 1, but X-Men 2
is classic. I would definitely agree with you.
I give that a classic tier.
They're classic. They just definitely didn't live up to the potential because it's so much more.
But I'm trying to tell you though,
the third one dropped
this discussion all the time.
That third one dropped it off.
It's timing though. It's timing. Because if X-Men would have came out, in the like 2016, 2015, it would have.
Could you imagine?
It would have.
Could you imagine Storm and a Black Panther?
That's what I'm saying.
Like movie?
That's what I'm saying.
That would be crazy.
Then you get the stuff in the comic book, like how they actually marry each other and stuff like that. You know, that would have been dope.
Yep.
That would have been. That's why. But see, that's why Sony's never going to sell their X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, because it makes them so much money when they can just ration it out to Marvel for money.
Yep.
So
if they were smart, though, they would do the same thing they're doing with Spider-Man.
Yeah, true. Because then that would all. But see, at some point in time, Spider-Man really needs to come back to Marvel. Like.
They're not going to let him go.
Not gonna it's not going to happen.
Good answer.
Yeah, it's not going to happen within. In fact, it probably won't even happen in like the next 4 or 5 lifetimes. It's not going to happen.
Never.
Good.
And guess what?
Wait,
I'm
Fantastic
happy.
Four is already Marvel? I thought that was still owned by Sony.
Nah, Fantastic Four was always on Fox.
I thought they had X-Men too. Hold on, man. I thought Sony had X-Men too. They don't have X-Men anymore?
I don't think so.
Fox had X-Men. Okay, Fox had X-Men. Right. Okay. Yeah, they're never going to sell that. They're never going to get that back. And Sony's definitely not going to sell Spider-Man because that's what makes them money. That's definitely not going to. I wouldn't even. Right. I wouldn't even.
And they don't even have to do the work.
Right.
They don't even have to do the work.
Exactly. And then that's literally like you, Jay, saying you're Marvel, I'm Sony. You're like, hey man, can I buy back Spider-Man? No, you can't. What I'll do, I'll let you borrow him for a couple movies for a price, a high price.
Or the price is going to be so ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah.
In fact, but at this point, they wouldn't be wrong to ask for trillions to get them back. That wouldn't be bad because look at when George Lucas sold LucasArts. Look what you're getting behind that. You're getting all the Star Wars, all the merchandise. Biggest mistake George Lucas did. I agree. Biggest thing.
Honestly, I don't think
why he did it.
Not movie wise. I mean, movie wise only, not show wise.
I just think George Lucas should have never sold the right. I mean, I know why he did it. And me, it's just being selfish. I just wish he didn't, because now I'm getting everything. Star Wars has lost its interest to me. Like, you know, back when we was kids, we only got them one every 3 years.
Y'all gonna make me cry, man. I'm a big Star Wars boy, man.
They're gonna force
too easily
Sony,
accessible.
But see,
I think they.
Well, if Marvel stopped doing Spider-Man movies, then what is Sony going to do? Keep putting them out, because they can put out movies that people will still go see a Spider-Man movie. Seriously.
You like one of the Amazing Spider-Mans with Garfield?
I did.
I'm about to say they already made 3 different Spider-Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now.
And then, like, seriously, Ming, because then he says they're going to force Sony hand, but there's no way they can do that. If they own it, there's no way that Marvel can force their hand. Like, it's a contract binding that. Like, but.
Well, we don't know the contract that Tom Holland signed. I don't know. I mean.
Well, apparently he's not. This is his last one, right? This is his last Spider-Man movie, right?
I'm not sure, but
That's what they're saying, but I don't think that's true.
But he was the one that made the movie, the Away From Home one. Like made it happen because Sony was arguing with Marvel and they were going back and forth. I mean, and he's like, make it happen.
But you know what? At the end of the day, Sony was going to do that anyway because that's dollar signs for them.
And I think what added on to Sony not selling it is that multiverse movie. I think without that, they definitely was like, oh hell no, y'all not having this. Right. And we did this without y'all. Right. We did this one without y'all. This is us.
I 100% agree. When Sony did like, Into the Spider-Verse, after they saw how good that did, they was like, oh, y'all never getting Spider-Man back. Y'all never getting Spider-Man back.
Ever. That's it.
Ever. They're never going to get that back because it was so good. Like you were saying, people were like, oh, but even then, Spider-Man's worst movie, even when people said it was bad, even when people still went to go see the Amazing Spider-Man, did they not? Even though it was not good. It was not good. Now, I happen to like Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was actually pretty good. I like the
first one better.
I like the second one better.
That whole Green Goblin actually being a goblin.
Yeah, that was a little bit. I get it. I was like, oh my God, Sony, Jesus Christ, read the comic. I'm like, you idiots. Like, oh my God.
Read the comics. I just don't think they implement anything. They want to be artistic with it. Every director wants to put their special touch and special spin. Just stick to the script.
Yeah, just stick.
Like sometimes it's better to just stick to the script.
Nelson, I will tell you, like, I know we had said, but I told Jason, Star Wars is practically dead to me.
I mean,
it's
unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because I love Star Wars, man.
I do want to see Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, but I'm not going to.
I can't wait for Obi-Wan.
Like, I would definitely want to. I definitely want to see. Yeah, I kind of want to see Ahsoka more than I want to see.
So I've read so many books, and the universe is so big for Star Wars, man.
Right.
And
Agreed.
it's just
But
many.
But Star Wars suffers from
didn't Disney jettison the books? They don't matter anymore, right? Not knocking what you're saying, but I'm knocking what they're doing with it. They don't matter no more, right? Like the books because they aren't canon.
They're canon, right? And see, that's my problem. But Star Wars suffers from the same thing that the DC universe suffers from. They can't let anything go. So, like, now watch this. They're going to run Ahsoka in the ground. Nobody's going to even care about Ahsoka anymore. They're going to run her in the ground. But there's so many.
Can't do that to her, man. They can't do it to her.
But they're going to. They're going to run Ahsoka in the ground. Now, I definitely think after Ahsoka, there's be no more. There's be no more. Why can't we start a whole new Jedi Council? Why can't we do that?
You talking about Jedi wise?
I mean, it is. They do.
With Boba Fett. Why we like? Don't get me wrong. Why are we going back to Boba Fett though? Why?
Because he's a loved character.
And movie show wise, we never got much more of Boba Fett. In the books, there's more, but
hey, listen, I'm just like you like the Mandalorian. You're gonna like Boba.
But that's my problem. I definitely feel like the Mandalorian is gonna be just like Boba Fett is gonna be just like the Mandalorian.
No, because he's a bounty hunter.
Right,
He was never.
know, but it's gonna like the thing that saved the Mandalorian was Grogu. Okay, can we be honest about that?
I mean, yeah. No. I think without Baby Yoda, they would have still been successful.
I like the Mandalorian.
I did like I like the I like the guy. I like Pedro who paid the Mandalorian. I like that, but I definitely think and once again, they didn't have to throw Grogu in there. They could have did that without it, but they keep trying. But see, they did it smart because we all know the true fans know there was only two species of Yoda. Well, of Yoda species, Yaddle and Yoda. That was them. But now I ain't gonna get it. It sparks interest because now there's another. You're like, oh, who's this? So then it got people wondering, oh, did Yaddle and Yoda actually have a baby together? No, they didn't.
The power of the unknown, brother. Because you gotta have some unknown. Now it's a planet. They come from a planet.
Right.
But the universe is so huge that You just don't know.
But I do like the Mandalorian. I'm not saying, but I was really upset with the Luke Skywalker coming in the end of that. I really was. I was mad.
I wasn't upset.
I was mad.
I
was mad.
It tied it together. What I didn't like about it was
I called it too. I called it.
It made him so it made the Mandalorian look so weak compared to a Jedi.
He pulled up at the ship. I said, "Who is this?
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Cruising down the street in my 60."
Cruising in the galaxy in my 60.
Yo, Luke was just walking through the whole way.
But you know what?
Yeah. The Rogue One, the Darth Vader Rogue One scene.
It really was the Darth Vader Rogue One scene.
Yeah, Rogue One scene.
I literally said, the minute they said they out, the minute that happened, I was like, I bet you he hit Luke. I said, I bet you it's Luke.
It's him.
The minute Grogu was hitting that little force joint, he reached out. And when he came, I said, I bet you it's Luke. I said, I bet you it's Luke.
You know what? That show gives Star Wars hope for the future, man, because they can start from there and make a movie from there and follow Grogu's story.
Well, I absolutely agree with you, but if that's the case, I don't want to see any more Han. I don't want to see anybody from the first 6 movies.
You want to fall in love with new characters.
I want new characters.
Christian Hazen. You don't want to see my man Christian Hazen and Darth Vader again.
But see, that's
Ahsoka's gonna have her own series.
I'm watching that too.
We're gonna see Hayden Christensen because of Obi-Wan and Ahsoka. So I'm good with that. But after that, that's what I'm saying. After that, I don't want to see anything old. I don't want to see no more Darth Vader. I don't want to see no Darth Maul. I don't want to see any Jedi that was from, or any character that was from those 6. No more spinoffs. Create a whole new universe.
You don't want to see teenage Darth Vader.
Nope. I don't want to see
honestly, they can. Hold on. What are you talking? That story's already been done.
He was like, that's what he was saying. Like, we're gonna get another Pad 1 where. We're gonna get another Pad 1 series.
The thing is, it's so many. They can pick any book from any. Like, it's so many books that they have. They can pick any book, but they just haven't. I don't know why.
Well, you know why, Nelson? They don't sell because people don't. Because true Star Wars fans like you, us, we're reading that. No new generation's reading that.
Respectfully, I mean this respectfully. Don't say us because I've never read not one of the books.
Oh, really? Not one Star Wars book?
Not one. But I'm not against it. I want to know more, so.
Right.
And movie wise, to be honest, we spoke about this before, Josh. I want them to create a whole new galaxy far away.
Exactly, I
agree. Even Jedi morals can be different.
I agree.
Maybe Jedis are bounty hunters, or there's no light and dark side. It's just Jedis. I want them to do that galaxy far away in terms of movies.
And I definitely feel like that will work because after we stated, apparently you're human. Jedis are not human, but they're different species. And your feelings,
multi-Jedi verse.
You're multi-Jedi verse. Your feelings are going to get attached to something. So what's that rule? A Jedi isn't supposed to feel or something like that. Well, how can we can start a whole new universe where you are? Like maybe it's built around love. Maybe Jedi's powers are built around that. Like you can do so much. But like now, Star Wars is completely bellied up for me. I'm like, I do not feel the same way about it.
Y'all played the game, right?
Wait, which one? The new Star Wars.
The latest one.
The last. I have not played that one yet. I have not played that one yet.
Is he your typical Jedi? Went to the temple, so on and so forth. Did he do all that?
I mean, it's a different time. I mean, I don't. They got a book about it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So Nelson, does it take place? Does the Jedi game take place before any of the movies, or you don't know?
No, it's after. It's after.
Okay.
Because
the only part I played in the game in the beginning was he was trying to hide the fact that he was a Jedi. He was like a regular. It's like he was using him like a regular construction worker. And then dude gets killed, and that's when he's like, "Okay, I am a Jedi," and starts, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing. And then someone finds him. I forgot the story, but somebody come and picked him up on the ship or something. And then you go to the next level of the game. That's where I stopped at though. But he's not your average like
Jedi.
Right.
Okay.
Well, he is.
I didn't get that far either. That's
he is your average Jedi because he was still a Padawan. there are not too many Jedi now that have been a Padawan, you know.
Yeah,
and the order's dead now, and they're trying to get it back, but without giving away the game, you know, they're not going to get the order back because he destroyed the list.
Was he a Jedi before Order 66? Was he a Padawan before Order 66?
He was a Padawan. He just became I want to say he was a youngling because he was really young, but he was a Padawan. They put him as a Padawan because you're not supposed to be a Padawan until you're like in your teens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
True. Like he was younger than that.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's why I asked. There's no Yoda for him or anything, right? There's no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he does know of a Yoda. Yes.
Okay.
He was there with Order 66.
Okay.
So he knows so he knows of the council at this point. He knows of the Jedi Council. Okay. Yep. So,
I still gotta watch.
You guys jump all over the place, man.
Yeah, we do.
we do.
I'm trying to remember. I'm like, man, like I played the game, but I was like, all right, what happened? I'm trying to go back in my mind.
Yeah.
Man.
I still got to watch Bad Batch, man. I started like half of the first episode.
I still didn't watch Bad Batch.
I got to watch it.
I watched it. I just didn't finish it. It kind of.
See what I'm talking
it's
about?
It's not Clone Wars, because Clone Wars
classic. Clone Wars classic.
Yo,
bro.
I watched that to this day, man.
I
love Clone Wars so much.
Bro. Clone Wars was the freaking.
What was I doing?
Series.
What was I doing? I just watched it for the first time a couple months ago. I told Josh. He almost.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we talked about it. Remember? We talked about it. Cause I seen Tartakovsky's Cartoon Network Clone Wars, which I liked a lot. Dexter's Laboratory.
Right.
I like that a lot. This one was on Nickelodeon. I remember that, but I don't know why I couldn't or didn't keep up with it. Man. So I binge watched it like a couple months ago, and I was like, "Holy!"
Yeah, that's shit. Good.
One thing too that I think Star Wars is the story of Quinlan Vos, because he is their secret agent who went to the dark side and came back, and it's some controversy there too, because they basically told him to learn the dark side to kill Dooku, and usually the council doesn't give type orders to kill someone. So it's a lot of stories that they have. They just, I don't know why they don't make a movies, and these will be easy sellers because everybody know who Asajj Ventress is and who Quinlan Vos is. You know, Quinlan Vos is what's his name? Obi-Wan's rival, you know, his friendly rival. Yeah. So
I'm curious to see how this Obi-Wan Kenobi show is going to be. I'm really curious. The Ahsoka, I
want to see Quinlan Vos so bad. That's one of my favorite characters, man. Shaak
Ti is by far my favorite character. My favorite Jedi. First of all, Shaak Ti is probably my favorite Jedi.
I'm too casual to have a favorite.
Man,
Ahsoka, and look, man, this is my background.
Look,
see, that's Ahsoka right there.
Did you see my Ahsoka Funko? Hold on. Let me hook you up.
See.
Let me hook you up.
So that's how much I love Star Wars, man. So
I do too, man.
This is my new one, Nelson.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This is my new Ahsoka one.
And
I got the Great Protector behind there. From now, my favorite Marvel movie.
Is my Long Halloween behind there?
I got the Great Protector behind there.
Is my Long Halloween behind there?
You know what? I gotta find your Long Halloween. One of the greatest DC comic books ever. Does anybody else have anything they want to get off their chest before? Hey, Nelson, the better question is, are you going to be joining us more frequently? That would probably be the better question.
Man, if I get an invite, I'm coming, man.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So we may have another person.
Look, we still got to have this anime discussion, man.
That could be next week's episode if we wanted to be. I could go down for some anime talk.
Yeah, there's some, also too.
That-
I've
that
been
would
I've been
actually be
doing a
good.
lot of reading a lot of manga, and
So you with this dude over here? You down with Jay? You down with Jay?
you got look. I don't like being surprised, man. I got to the point where I'm tired of waiting each week for an episode. I'm gonna just read the manga and find out. You know what I mean?
He has seen the light.
So look, I got like on the iPad. I've read all of Demon Slayer. Read it. Great.
He has seen the light, my child.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
But some of them is better in animation. Like Demon Slayer is really artistic, man. The visual for Demon Slayer is really great.
In the manga, you mean?
No,
in the show.
Animation.
Oh,
it makes you appreciate it.
Yes, I will say, as far as visual, I mean, even storyline and all that, but I would say Demon Slayer is probably the best looking anime I done seen in probably about 5 or 6 years. I truly appreciate, like, even when he's doing the water forms, I truly appreciate Demon Slayer's visuals, bro. Like, seriously.
And the number one thing that I like about animes is when they end. I like an ending.
Yeah,
I don't need to
keep going on and on forever.
10 years.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't need that. I want an ending. I want to know what happened. Either it's going to be happily ever after, or it's going to be, oh, that sucks for him.
Oh, that sucks for him.
Shocked how into what he speaks about, especially when it comes to. Because before Demon Slayer and even before Promised Neverland, manga only. Please don't watch the anime.
Oh shit! Too late.
Even before those two, it's dominated by shonen. So we getting 2,000 chapters of One Piece. I have no problem with that because One Piece is my favorite. But I have no problem with that. You got me reading through thousands of chapters of Bleach and 200,000 chapters of Naruto. So for Demon Slayer to end. So for Demon Slayer to end, I remember I'm reading to the date of Demon Slayer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm up on it every release. Well, and for it to be like, yo, this is the final chapter. I'm like, what you mean?
What you mean this is the final chapter? Actually, next week will be good for us to do an anime episode because Cowboy Bebop is coming out on the 19th. So that'd be good.
It's the shocking part. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, I'm definitely watching Cowboy Bebop. Wait,
I'm watching it so I can trash it.
Anime Cowboy Bebop?
Hold on, they're doing the live action Cowboy Bebop, right?
Right, but
it's never justice, and it always gets cut so short.
True, it is never justice. That is true, but here's the thing: I'm not expecting Cowboy Bebop to be like the anime, and when I say that, I'm not saying they're probably going to take a storyline from it. Because I'm pretty sure they are, but I'm the one thing about Cowboy Bebop that was so great was the music, the essence of it. Like, there was mystery behind it. You know what I'm saying? With Edward, like I definitely feel like that first episode when you meet Edward and like they're trying to hack the satellite. You're like, so this is another member on the team. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the toys.
Oh, they didn't even know she was gonna be a member of the team.
And it's funny because my cousin asked me, "Well, is Edward a boy or a girl?" I was like, "So apparently you didn't watch the anime because Faye actually says, oh, you're a girl." Like Faye actually says she's a girl. So I said,
Faye was jealous. She wanted to be the only girl.
Man, But man, Cowboy. And then even the episode when I forget my man's name now. The black dude who's supposed to be the black dude. When you realize his background, I can't think of when he becomes a cop and he came home from work one day and his his wife, just gone. Like she just left.
Now you see how you're saying you're going so many ways. Oh, the spider web is starting to. Mm-hmm. What are they going to do in the movie? What story are they going to focus on in the movie?
They're going to focus on one story, and it's going to be the story with Spike and what's the girl? The guy who fights in the church. They're going with that.
Oh, okay.
They're going with that, and that's it. They're gonna give you that because I feel
that was like the end. That was the end. They're gonna start with the end.
Last two episodes, right? Last two episodes.
They're gonna start with the end.
They're gonna give you that because here it is. We have said it on the show plenty of times. This Cowboy Bebop is not for us. It's not for us. This is for a new generation.
Oh, so the new generation.
It's for a new generation. Because here it is, Jason. How many people besides us? I'm pretty sure Ming know, but I guarantee if any of us went to work and asked somebody, I say if you ask 10 people, do they know what Cowboy Bebop is? I guarantee only 3 of them are going to say yes.
I'm at 2.
See,
that's a personal fact. Like I only know 2.
Because it's not for us. It's not for us. That's why I say they're only going to take one story out of it.
They're on our side sort of because. Well, normally I wouldn't even waste my time, but I'm going to waste my time for this son, this is documented. I've never seen none of the live action anime movies ever in my life ever.
That's because they're always bad. Like,
ever.
Attack on Titan was bad. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist was bad too.
Man, I didn't even see any of those.
It was decent.
Because I just knew it was going to be bad.
Hey, the other day I was scrolling through Netflix when I forgot what genre it was. You know how Netflix give you these funny genres, the movies on the main home screen. So I think it was like best animation or best visuals. And so it was all types of movies, not just live action, but animes too. And I'm stopping at Full Metal and I'm watching a little mini trailer at the top of the screen. And I'm just looking at it like, this shit is horrible. The Death Note one was the worst. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding.
Death Note was bad. That one was bad.
Yeah, I watched the first 15 minutes. I was like,
yeah, Death Note was bad.
Like
and you know what's funny? Death Note was so fucking good. Oh my god.
Yo, it's crazy.
Death Note was. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. Next week, Nelson, this is on you too, because you're gonna be here next week. Make a list. 5 animes that you would recommend to people. 5. That's the assignment.
I don't have 5 animes because I read.
I got 5. And they will not be your typical animes. I guarantee that.
But that's what I'm looking for. Something that's not. Because here's the thing. I definitely feel people say Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Yes, those are great animes, but there were way more good animes that came way before then. Gangsta.
Gangsta's dope.
Gangsta is the joke.
Berserker.
Berserk.
Berserk is dope too.
Berserk is one of my top animes.
Yo.
Peace.
The dude.
That's a piece to the writer.
Yep, the writer.
We'll never get an ending. Hopefully, I hope he will get an ending. I've heard so many rumors about the Berserk because he was always sick.
Right.
That's why the mangas was coming out so once every year or so. So if I remember correctly, his wife or he has a staff that knows how to draw it, but I don't know how true. I don't know how true it is, man. Mangas writers, it's like working at McDonald's for them, bro. I ain't even trying to be funny. Like it.
Did you see how they create it? They can create a whole page.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
In like 5 minutes.
They don't get paid for their work.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we should come up with 5 animes that should start you into watching anime. Because I ain't gonna lie, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, those are good, but they would not make my list. I'm talking about classics.
Start you watching anime, right?
Right. I'm talking about classics.
They wouldn't make my list.
They wouldn't make my list.
I'm gonna be a fan.
Like, don't get me wrong. I would definitely tell you to watch them because they're good. But I'm talking about old animes like the ones we grew up with that got me into anime.
Well, we gotta think of the new generation. You know, you can't just think of the old ones.
Well,
you know, you gotta think about what they're gonna.
I want the new generation to see the old stuff, so I can be like,
they're not gonna do that.
But you don't know that though. You don't know. I actually put my cousin on the Berserk. She was not with Berserk at first. She was like, "What the hell is this?" She was like, "Oh, it's old, and you can tell that it's done." Oh, I said, "Yes, it is old, but watch it. It is great."
You put her on to the 90s joint or like the CGI 2000
joint? The 90s joint, the classic Berserk. The one that had that scene in it where I was kind of like, "Ooh, this is a little bit.
Man,
this is a little much." Yeah. That scene. Yeah. I put her on that one.
Oh man.
And, when your boy takes out Guts' eye and what Guts sees before, it's kind of deep.
But you got to watch Berserker in a certain order too, because the way it's set up, you just have to watch it like from that specific order. The way they released it was a little bit after and then you have to go back.
You know, Netflix does have Berserk, but it's actually it's like a newer version of it. Yeah, like the movie.
The CGI looking jump, right?
Yeah.
Is that the CGI looking?
Yeah.
Can't get with that.
The 90s one is so good though. Oh my god.
That joke, that whole scene, bro. I was like, what?
And he was a beast, man. Like without him,
oh
he was
my
a
god.
beast.
Yeah. Berserk.
So
Berserk gangster.
You know, samurai.
Oh, I can't say that. I can't.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, I need. You got
Afro
it
Samurai.
locked away.
Yeah.
Yes, Samurai Champloo.
Y'all seen? I know y'all watch Veroni Kenshin.
Yes, hell yeah.
Oh
yes.
man.
But Tosai the Manslayer. I watched the prequel too. The prequel movie. That joint was dope.
Man, I've been watching some great, but no, we're gonna save the anime stuff to next week. Nelson, next week you on here? You on here next week?
I'm on, man.
All right,
let's do it.
All right, guys, it's been real. Thank y'all for tuning in to Blerd Talk episode 31. We'll be back next week with our anime, and we're gonna discuss Cowboy Bebop because you know your boy is excited to watch that. So I'm gonna the look on Jason's face. Look, Ming got Gundam. Ming, you gotta save him for next week. Next week you can throw out G Gundam.
No, hey, man, don't do this.
Yep, Ming about to start.
Nah.
Ming, I'm gonna catch you on the street, Ming. Don't bring up G. I'm gonna catch you on the street.
All right, y'all. Stay frosty. Love y'all. Your man said G Gundam though.